Alright, so by viewer request, he wanted to see, or he or she, I can't remember, wanted to see whether or not you can do one-hand pulls with the ski mode. So I'm going to test that now. I haven't yet tested swim mode. I don't have a bench, so that is one challenge for me with trying to test the swim mode, because it really sort of needs a bench. Okay, so I'm going to slide that under, kind of place that. Oh, I did this wrong. So it should be like this. So I've really still continued to do rowing for the most part. The ski mode is just, I don't know. I think I saw somebody did complain about the resistance, and I might have mentioned that in my first video of ski mode. It did seem like the resistance wasn't high enough. So maybe that's why I don't do it. But okay, so I put it into ski mode, and it flipped the screen, so now it does look right side up. Oh. Well, that sort of answers that. One handle was able to stay down, so I think it is true. You can do one handle, so I think I don't know. Okay. So I don't know what you would normally do for one handle, but it's still the one handle. If you pull on one handle, it is pulling on your other. I don't know if that would be your intention. So that does seem to give more movement. I don't know if I have this tight enough. Tighten that down a little bit more. Feels like a bit tighter. Okay, so I'll try to demo that, the one-hand mode, a bit more. Skier has never really been my thing. I do actual skiing. I don't do cross-country skiing, but I don't even know. So look at this. Keep plunging down. You can see how it's causing this centerpiece when I do one-handed to whip all about. So it doesn't seem like it's really designed. It doesn't seem like it's really designed for the one-hand pulls. So maybe if I. So it works. It's a lot more sloppy. That's what I'll say. I can. Previous comment did ask about it, and what I probably would do is maybe tighten up. If you're really trying to do this, I'd probably tighten up, get some of the slack out of this. So you could tighten up the handles a little bit. That might address the issue slightly. I don't think, if it was me, I don't think I'd be training one-hand pulls on this. So I think the swim mode might work better, and I'll see if I can get a setup that's decent for swim mode, so I can show that here now as well. I've never done swim mode, so it'll be my first time. I think we'll see. We'll learn how to do that together. Yeah, I think the resistance even goes down. Like the each hand resistance goes down because I don't know. It's maybe like some kind of exponential resistance. When you pull harder, you're catching the most resistance. When I pull with one hand, I think it feels like it's less. When I pull with one hand, I think it feels like it's less resistance than if I was pulling with two hands. That's how it feels. So I don't think ski mode for one hand pulls is the way to go. So that's my feeling of that. But I mean, I don't think they designed it for that, so it's not really a knock against them. But oftentimes, you know, people who train will come up with new ways to use equipment that even the designers didn't have in mind. So, but overall, I mean, I still think it's great. This is a great machine. So I'm gonna try to find stuff to set up and try the swim mode. I don't know. I think I watched a video on swim mode like months ago. So just so that, you know, people can kind of figure out whether or not this is easy, I'm gonna try to do this without actually watching another video right now, based on what I think would make sense for the setup for swim mode, because I do think it should be pretty easy. So to kind of check what mode or what it should be in what orientation, I think it's supposed to be in this orientation where this faces out like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the mode on the unit so that I can tell whether or not it'll flip the screen to do that. So, all right, so I put it in swim mode and I backed out. Yep. So it did flip it back upright, so it's in the same orientation as it would be for row mode, sort of facing forward with this coming out the front. And then I'm going to put the feet on here. I don't honestly think I would use this mode very much. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't. Maybe I'm going to try it right now and be like, oh, this is super cool. But I think there's a lot of other ways for me to train. I think maybe actual swimmers who don't have access to a pool at a given time in a hotel or something, who are trying to specifically train for freestyle, or the viewer request that I had was for surfers. So I think this would work for them. It's just not. This just doesn't make sense for a training mode for me. But I think there are people out there who this mode makes complete sense for. So. I'm not really the target audience of this mode. What I'm thinking, and like I said, it's been a long time since I watched any content on this mode. I'm thinking I want to set these up so that it's close to shoulder width for me. That's how I want to position it. If it's close to shoulder width, then that means it should kind of stay in place. Okay, so that feels pretty good. And I think right now there's actually a sale going on for Whipr, so check the video description. I have an affiliate link there. Like I said, this is not sponsored in my previous videos. Not sponsored by them, but I do like the products, so I do recommend them. I bought these with my own money, and so I think they're really good. But I think there's a sale going on right now that you get the same pricing that I did with the Kickstarter campaign. And to me, that's a no-brainer. It's a really good price. So really, this is probably best with a bench, and I just don't have a bench. So I'm going to show this on the ground, and I'm going to grab a chair as well. And I also just don't have that much space here. Actually, I don't know if this is even in frame. I'm going to try to capture this, try to do this. This would probably not be the best location. I probably should have set this up right here. I might give that a try here in a second, but let's see this first. Okay, so right now I think that the units probably need to be a little bit wider than I even put them, because I do feel the cable on my legs a little bit. Also could be positioning. I think I'm gonna reposition this. I think that I can get a setup that works, but I'm gonna reposition this over here. That's not gonna work. This trim gets in the way, so I can't use that. So I'm gonna just spread this apart a bit, and I specifically wanted to kind of fumble through this to show. I might do some editing to try and speed this up or whatever, but I am kind of fumbling through it because I wanted to see how easy it is without actually learning the ins and outs of how to use this mode properly. And it still seems relatively easy. It's just I haven't looked at instructions at all for this. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a couple of chairs and see if that works. Rather than chairs, I grabbed this. I think this might work well, actually, or halfway decent. I think your best bet is to get a bench if you want to do this. But I probably have other stuff in the house that I could use that would work better. But these are a couple of cushions for my couch. I have a Lovesac modular couch. It's a sectional. So this might work. I still don't think this is going to be high enough, but it'll be better for getting an idea of how to use this, I think. So that is more of a the stroke of that seems like it would be actually the wrong resistance. So I think the instructional video actually had you on your back. Maybe that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Because if you're actually trying to paddle like this, I feel like you'd need to be getting the resistance this way. So maybe this is the way it's supposed to be. Probably jacking this all up, but drop a comment below if you're already training with swimming and or have a link maybe to a video that you've done. Yeah. No, that's not right. I need to face toward the machines. That's what it is. Facing toward the machines will give me the proper resistance positioning for like a freestyle or a stroke that you would do for surfing. That's what it is. So yeah, I'm learning right in front of you here. I don't, like I said, I don't train this, so I'm not used to it. But yeah. That's actually pretty good. I feel like this could train you pretty well for surfing. I would want higher cushioning and possibly a bench, but this is actually pretty good. The getting back into position is super awkward right now because of my positioning. It's probably like my bad setup. I don't have enough space, but this is actually pretty good. So I probably look super awkward right now. I'm trying to back off a little bit just to get into a more natural position. But to answer the viewer's question, I think if you do get the swim mode, you could train train your surfing paddle pretty well. I didn't tighten this one up enough in the beginning, so yeah. So the swim mode works. The resistance is pretty good. I would say probably on par with an ocean paddle. I have it on 10. I mean, I do everything on 10 because I'm not small, and that's kind of the resistance that I need. So yeah, it's good. I will. I'll say I could recommend this for surfers training their paddle. I mean, I'm not really a surfer. I've done some surfing. I lived in Hawaii myself for a while, but I think this would help with the surfing paddle. I did bodyboarding more, so same thing. Paddle's pretty similar, but yeah, super cool. Drop any questions, comments below. Make sure to tap the like button. It really helps with the almighty algorithm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.